It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
And welcome back to
When you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Mr. Unlimited is ass. Now that he's on the bench, it's not J-Bo time no more. Not even Russ no more. It is time for the white boy to get some burn. Mr.
and welcome back to episode
Jaxson
3 of the Pink and Max
Dart.
podcast. I'm Max Sanchez. This is Trey Pinkney, and I'm Max Sanchez. This is Trey Pinkney. I just want to say, we on behalf of Trey and I, us together, we just want to say thank you for the love and support on episode 2.
That means a lot.
We saw a 100% increase of viewership compared to episode 1 to episode 2. Episode 1 is at like about 75 views.
No, that's
Episode
all y'all
2
caring, man. Appreciate all y'all, for real, for real.
EP2 is at over 150 views, completely doubling it. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much. You guys are loving the clips. We're gonna keep bringing them out. We're gonna do some polls to see what else you guys want to see, along with skits, different challenges, and clips from the pod itself. But Trey, let's just get right into it, right? I'm saying let's get into it because what the camera and what the audience didn't see, this is our 4th try because I have been screwing up.
4.
I've been screwing up. I'm not gonna lie. I've been messing up a little bit, so I'm just not gonna touch
Feel like together, Max.
interface. I'm doing my best. So, first things first, we're going to talk about the quarterback injuries. That's the last week. We're going to talk about the skills injuries and the defensive injuries that's been going on, especially this past weekend, starting off with Nick Bosa out for the season, torn ACL for the San Francisco 49ers.
Then Najee Harris out for the season with a torn Achilles, and then James Conner's out again with I think a torn ACL, and then Austin Eckler's ACL too out for the season, and then CD's nuts, out with a high ankle sprain. Nobody cares.
That's going to be a big problem when they go against the Packers.
Does it look like I care?
I mean, we're just stating the facts.
I don't.
It's going to be. It's
I
going
don't
to be
give
an
a
issue.
F. I don't give a duck. How about that? I don't give a duck.
It's going to be a big issue. That's a skills. That's a high skilled piece missing for Sunday night football.
Grab his joints and twist it.
Oh my God! All right, who else is hurt? Terry McLaurin. He's gonna be out for about a week. We said
week or so,
quad
maybe
injury.
2.
Mike Evans pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, he's getting
So he's gonna
old.
be out a
It's
bit
okay.
too.
He's getting old. And then
That's basically it for like the injury report. It really quick. It's like an injury bug that's been going on with the NFL.
it's just turf, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's turf.
Some of it's not even happening on turf though. They're just. It's
Oh
just
no, it's all happening on turf, bro.
really.
Yeah,
I gotta look.
bro. Look at it. Najee Harris, when you run on turf, your body is your legs are projected a different way, which causes a lot more injuries. And the turf is hard. It's not like grass. It's not regular. It's not normal to the
Yeah,
body.
that's true.
So yeah, it hits different when you're playing on turf. You can hurt yourself a lot easier.
But yeah, so that's kind of the injury side of things. There's a lot going on. I don't want to see anyone else get hurt for the simple fact that this has been a very, very exciting NFL season.
I think it's a great NFL season. We've been getting a lot of great football the last 3 weeks. Besides my Giants, but we've been getting a lot of great football.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to see the next we got 15 weeks left. Love that.
And playoffs.
So let's get into like individual players who are not hurt and some storylines that are going on. About 2 to 3 hours ago, we found out from Adam Schefter that Jaxson Dart is going to be starting in their next game against the Los Angeles Chargers. Giants versus Chargers, Sunday, 1 p.m.?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock game. This is a big deal. Russell Wilson had a really rough game on Sunday Night Football, and Mr. Unlimited is starting to look limited.
Mr. Unlimited ain't unlimited no more. He's very limited, and he's starting to become on my Bookie Butt list. And I'm about to create a list for that. I'm about to make the Bookie Butt Player of the Week, and that's Russell Wilson.
Now, here's the thing. He had that one good game with 450 yards.
And you know why he did? Respectfully, it's just
deep ball.
no, it was the deep ball. Don't get me wrong, but if he could throw a deep ball, and they're allowing him to, and the Dallas Cowboys, respectfully, ever since they lost Dan Quinn as their defense coordinator, they're kind of stupid. So, and that's why at the end of the game, when the most mattered, he threw an interception because they finally were like, "Oh, I figured it out," and you gave him way too much time. And at the end of the day, he's just Russ is just not who he used to be, and it's okay. And it's like I didn't want him to come on my team and like win us a Super Bowl. I just at this point in rate, I just want him to come on our team and help Jaxson Dart flourish. And him and J-Bo should be able to do that because, respectfully, they're both two well-known quarterbacks in the league. They both done their fair shares. They understand what it's like to play in certain places. And now New York is the biggest market, and I just personally think Jaxson is ready for it. And I think that's just his swagger, his style, and his energy that he gives off that I think he's going to be a really good quarterback in this league. Now,
sorry to cut you off, but you said you think Jaxson Dart's ready for it. That's where I have to disagree. I don't think he's ready. He's getting thrown into the fire a bit. Don't get me wrong.
I think he's not. I'm not saying he's like ready, like in terms of like he's gonna bring us to the playoffs and all that stuff. But I'm saying in terms of him being able to handle the pressure of it all. Listen, at the end of the day, then the New York media, especially like you're a Jets fan, I get it. Like Jets fans, you kind of, no offense, you kind of guys kind of expect disappointment and stuff. But like the Giants, though, like throughout the years, obviously now we're expecting disappointment. But before that, though, remember they won 2 Super Bowls in this century. It's like all that kind of stuff. Eli got hated on in the beginning and all that kind of. It's just the way that everything pans out. All they want to see is competent football. That's all as Giants fans want to see. We just want to see games where we look good. And if we lose at the end because like of like a field goal that was just out of the ordinary or something like that, it hurts, but what are you going to do about it? It's just the way that works. The Cowboys game, perfect example. When we won the OT, it sucked that we won the OT, but what are you going to do about it? You feel me? It's a hell of a game. But then you go into overtime and you just do certain things. And respectfully, the way I see what Jaxson Dart is, I think that it's hard to leave him on the bench for so long because you could see it in him that he just he feels as if though he can make the certain plays that Russ can't right now. And I agree. I think he makes the certain legitimate throws that Russ is scared to throw. I think he makes the legitimate. I think he's more mobile with his legs. I think he's more of a threat that way. I think that's why when he got into those games, we always ran for a good amount of yards. We're probably averaging 10 yards every single time he gets in the game, just off of a handoff, just because of how dual threat he is and how dangerous he can be. And respectfully, at the end of the day, with Jaxson Dart, my only request from him is to slide, not take as many hits. But honestly, the way that Jaxson is, that's just who he is. And Ole Miss, that's just how they are, respectfully. They're known to take hits. They're known to get up. They're known to be tough quarterbacks ever since Eli Manning's been there. And who knows? Maybe we go 2 for 2 on Ole Miss quarterbacks. You never know. Maybe he just doesn't play good this year. But the point is, we got to be patient with him. And I think that he'll flourish here in New York because it's the place for him, the way he is. I think it's the place for him.
I could see it happening. The problem is that
we don't need it right now.
The Giants didn't expect it to happen this quick.
No, they didn't. But respectfully,
you're throwing him into the fire. Now, hold up. I will say you kind of have to because of what's going on with Russ. You're 0-3. You want to at least salvage what is left to try to make the playoffs, even though this division is damn near impossible to get through. So I understand that standpoint. The best thing for Jaxson Dart to do is, you said it best, not take the contact that he was taking at Ole Miss. We saw the John Gruden clip where he
run his ass over coach.
That's not gonna slide in the league.
It's not gonna slide in the league, but
he's
honestly,
not Cam Newton, bro, Josh Allen.
I'm not. Whoa, time out.
Because
we're not saying he is. Dudes. No, we're not saying he is. Let's relax here. Whoa, time out. I'm not saying he is. What I'm about to say is, I don't expect him to be those kind of guys. I don't expect him, but you know the kind of run type he is. He's like a Patrick Mahomes type run type, and that before everybody starts freaking out, he's not Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes. Relax. He hasn't done anything in the league for me to even near him in a kind of subject like that. Relax. He's not Patrick Mahomes. I'm saying the terms of his run type. When Patrick Mahomes runs, right, he only runs when he really needs to, and when he does, it's always a guaranteed amount of yards, right? Now, before that, though, in the beginning, if everybody remembers, Patty lately, even now, he's been taking hits, and he's been hitting people. Now, do I think it's going to last? Absolutely not. But when the time comes when he feels like he can't get no other yardage, he'll go out of bounds. I just feel like that's just Jaxson Dart's mentality. He doesn't take the hits, and if he'll go out of bounds if he needs to, but if he feels he can get that extra yard or two, he's going to do it. And do I like it? No. But is he relatively going to change that? I don't know. That's just the mentality that the kid has. Like, he's just a dog. And that's just, you see the way we have Cam Scatterboo. Him and Cam Scatterboo are two CTE boys. I'm not going to lie. They hit each other in the head every single day. It's kind of scary. I'm honestly praying for their brains. I don't think it's going to last past this year. But my thing is about Jaxson, though. I think, especially going against the Chargers, I think it's a good game for him to get well found to, because people may see this as like, oh, we're throwing him into the fire, he's going to get killed, he's going to get that. But as much as I was one of those people to say let him learn and let him stay under, is the more I'm starting to realize how much he wants to play and how much he's going to be understanding and take every game as a lesson. Respectfully, when you play the Chargers, yes, they're a top defense, probably one of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the league. But if you play decent against them, or even if you don't play good against them, guess what? You learn. Then you go against the Saints the next week. So even if people say, oh, this is such a confident killer or anything, he goes against the Saints next week. What do you think is going to happen?
I don't know. I don't know about confidence killer. Like, I don't
think his confidence is going to
The whole point of what I'm trying to say is that, like, nobody expected him to come out this early.
No, they didn't.
Okay? Now, hold up. So it's a matter of concern. All right? We talked about this earlier, too. I'm confident he's going to struggle against the Chargers. Confident. And that is not to say, like, he's bad. All right? That's to be expected. Every rookie quarterback is to struggle, especially if they don't get their full year to develop, like how Jordan Love was able to with Rodgers. All right? So that's an example.
Personally, I'm sorry to cut you off, but my personal opinion towards every rookie quarterback in the beginning struggles, I don't agree with that. I don't think every rookie quarterback starting off struggles. I think they actually start off positive. I think the only rookie quarterback that we've seen struggle in the beginning, relatively, besides Caleb Williams, honestly, is J.J. McCarthy, and that's just because J.J. came back from injury. But when you look at the other quarterbacks that started off, and they came in the games, and they started off their year, C.J. Stroud, he's obviously struggling now. That's his second year woes. That's what's going to happen. And also, they don't have the O-line. They don't have the O-line to really help.
Isn't this CJ's third year?
CJ's third year, I'm sorry. But also, they don't have the O-line to really help him, to protect him. And he only has one wide receiver right now.
That's the thing.
So they got a lot of complications right now. And then when you look at other people, like, you can name multiple. And then now, look, Caleb is now bugging right now. But also, too, like I said, do I want to play him? No. But if you have to, you got to take the life lesson of it all, and you got to understand, like, I don't have confidence that I won't say I have confidence to do anything. I won't say anything towards the game. I don't want to say I have confidence that he's going to play. He's going to struggle. I don't want to say I have confidence that he's going to play phenomenal. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I've seen people come into games that I thought we had no chance winning and coming at our quarterback, and they played pretty goddamn good. So I'm like, listen, like, I don't want to assume anything. I don't want to say anything. Daniel Jones did the same thing. Even Tommy DeVito did it. So, like, I'm not going to sit here and say something about him when I don't know what he's going to do. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I personally, like, the preseason, yes, it was great. The preseason's over now. It's real football. It's big dog football. But I don't know what he's going to do. You know what I mean? I can't tell you if he's going to ball out. I can't tell you if he's going to play like garbage. I can't tell you anything. So all I can say is towards that is just we got to wait and we got to watch on Sunday at 1 o'clock because that's all he has.
Yeah, so we're going to move on. We went over on Jaxson Dart.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a great conversation. It's the main conversation of the day, honestly, today. Like, one of the main ones of the day.
I mean, like, you could say that because it just happened.
It's so recent, it's so fresh, and it's, you know.
I don't know.
It's a complicated situation. It's okay.
I don't know. There's a lot going on there, especially with, like, the quarterbacks and everything you said. It's just like, again, I honestly see this as Dart only being in for, like, at most 2 weeks, and then they're going to throw Russ back in, depending on how Dart performs.
I don't see that.
I definitely see that.
I see they're just going to let him rock out because you can't bench your rookie quarterback right after you start him. Once you do it, it's done. That's it. This is your future. Once you do it, it's done.
I could definitely see you. So you think Jaxson Dart's starting the rest of the season?
I think he's done. I think it's his spot now.
I don't know.
Russ can't, unless he, pray to God, not going to win, unless he gets hurt. He's starting. It's over.
Yeah, no,
that's it.
I don't agree with that. I'm be honest with you. I think unless Dart has like 2 fantastic games or has a great game next week against the Chargers, even if he struggles, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there because it's a great team.
So you think he's going to struggle against the Saints?
No, he's gonna have a good game against the Saints. So here's how I see it happening.
So then he wouldn't get benched.
Well, hear me out though. Okay, he's gonna struggle against the Chargers. He could have a good game against the Saints. Who's next?
The Eagles.
Okay, who's next after that?
That's a great question. The schedule don't get any easier, bro. That's what I'm saying. So why would you put Russ back in if the schedule don't get any easier?
I could see Russ coming back in. I just see it.
Unless he gets hurt, like I said, I don't.
I just see it if overall he's struggling. That's it.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't want to assume anything about him because everybody has their assumptions. Oh, he's going to do this. Oh, he's going to do it. Oh, he's going to struggle this. He's going to I can't tell. Like I said, again, I can't tell you what he's going to do because respectfully, I don't see. He's not the same kind of quarterback that I've seen in these last multiple years of when we drafted a quarterback. When we drafted Daniel Jones, I had absolutely no confidence in him. I'm not going to lie. I said, bro, he looks okay. Then there was times where I'm like, I hate him. Now I'm like, but he just wasn't a New York quarterback. He's not meant for the big media. He's meant for the Colts. Like the Colts right now, they're 3-0. You know why? Because he's not getting everything's not on him. When he started the year this year, it wasn't like all the pressure was on Daniel Jones and the media and everybody else. They're going to be bugging on him. Nah, he just go play football carefree because they already were expected to suck. Now they're 3-0. You feel me? It's not New York. This isn't New York. It's Indianapolis. And respectfully, I don't even know who lives in Indianapolis. It's like I didn't even know that place was real until I heard of the NFL Combine growing up. So, like, listen. It is what it is. Like I said, I think it's a different type of swagger and it's a different type of energy to him. And I think when you play in New York, you got to have a different type of attitude and energy towards everything. And comparing it, I mean, we can even compare it to, like, look at, like, the Knicks. Look at Jalen Brunson. Look at the way that there's certain people that are meant for New York and there's certain people that are not. And you find that out real quick. Mm-hmm. Cam Scatterbo on our team, meant for New York. Russell Wilson.
Cam Scatterbo is a dog.
Cam Scatterbo is a monster.
He's a dog.
Russell Wilson. Don't know if he was ready. Don't know if he was good for New York. Never know with these things at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Daniel Jones wasn't ready for it. Jaxson Dart, we're going to find out if he's ready for it. But at the end of the day, my thing is, he doesn't want to sit down and continuously learn, and he has made that clear, no matter how respectful he has been about it. He wants to go out there and go say, I want to go be the guy to go learn from my mistakes and go do the certain things. Because at least if we're going to go make mistakes out there, we do it with our young quarterback that's going to learn from that. And for, like I said, also we did it because Dave Ball's job is on the line. He had to do it. He had no choice.
No, I'm not disagreeing with the
I'm
move.
just saying that just in general.
Like,
I'm just saying that just in general. But like I said,
I think it's the smart.
I know you do, but for your take though, like I said, I can't give you a definitive response to that. Like, I won't say I disagree. I won't say I agree. I'll keep it as we'll see.
Yeah, like I see it happening. That's it. Like,
I'll keep it as a we'll see because
give Russ a couple. I think in my eyes, it's like give Russ a couple weeks, see how he. All right, I'll say this. How about this? Because this is where I get it, and then we have to move on.
Okay.
Give Russ a couple weeks, see how Dart performs. All right, after about 2 weeks, put Russ back in. If he shits the bed, for example, then leave Dart in for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean,
because
it's not going.
Russ wants to. You got Russ in to try and be a mentor. All right.
And that's what he's gonna be for the rest of this year. I just don't see it happening unless, like I said, unless Dart gets hurt. That's just really it. Because you can't do that. And it's like a silent rule for coaches that teach quarterbacks. You can't take them out right when things get a little difficult. You just can't. It's the matter of the fact. They even did it when Daniel Jones played. Like,
well, you said you can't take them out if things get a little difficult, but Russell Wilson has struggled.
I'm talking about rookie quarterback. I'm talking about young quarterback. Young rookie quarterback, you can't take them out when things get difficult. Otherwise, there will be a lot of quarterbacks throughout the years of history of football that would have got taken out when shit got a little hard. You feel me? Like, Eli Manning would have been benched multiple times before he became a Super Bowl champion and stuff, but guess what they did? They kept him in. They said, you got to learn from these mistakes. And now what is he? He's the 2-time Super Bowl champion. You got to let things rock out, bro. That's always been our thing. Like, and then we got another Ole Miss quarterback. Like I said, who knows? Maybe we can get a little bit of Ole Miss grace and, do something.
Yeah. But now
we're on to the Colts dominance.
Let's move on.
Yes. Now we're on to the Colts dominance.
All right, we're going to talk about Daniel Jones for a little bit. With the Colts, they are 3-0 right now, and Daniel Jones is looking like he can be a comeback player of the year, if not a top 5 MVP candidate. So it's looking good.
What we're gonna see as they go along throughout the season, because first of all, their division sucks, and they're definitely gonna make the playoffs. But like, I just want to see how they play against the really good teams. You know what I mean?
So let's look at
I'm ready to see them.
That's actually, I'm glad you brought that point up. So let's look at their schedule really quick.
Yeah.
So far they've played the Titans, the Broncos, and the Dolphins. Yeah, 3 subpar teams.
Titans, the Broncos. The Broncos got a really good defense, but their offense is lacking really bad right now.
I'd say that their best test is against the Rams at 4:05 this upcoming Sunday.
The Rams play them, and then who do they play after that?
The Raiders. So
Yeah.
they do have an easy schedule because then it's Cardinals. Cardinals are eh. Then Colts or Titans again. Oh, sorry, the Chargers. The Chargers will be a massive test for them.
Yeah, the Chargers will be a really big test for them.
It's going to be another 4:05 game on October 19th. If Daniel Jones can perform well against those, he's in the top 5 MVP conversation right there.
Absolutely.
And it's funny because after week 1, I even was like, could he be an MVP candidate? And we're like, it's too early. Week 2, it's like,
I was like, all right, it's too early. Week 2, I was like, all right, he might get there, but now week 3, you're kind of like, I'm still on that. We'll see, kind of, because the Titans suck.
Yes.
Respectfully. So we're gonna see, and that's just that.
It's tough to say because the division is like, what's the term you say?
Oh, Bookie butt.
Yeah,
Bookie butt.
The division is really bad, but he's capitalizing on that.
Yeah, he is.
And when you look at
that's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. And when you look at MVP conversations, a lot of it is statistical based. Now, I'm not saying by any means he's going to be the MVP. He's not going to be the MVP.
Statistical based. It's statistical based. It's win probability based, which is also statistical. But it's also, when doing the MVP, it's whose team is going against legitimate teams and succeeding very heavy.
Yes.
But he will be top 5 only because I don't see 5 total quarterbacks right now that are going against the top dangerous teams and like competing that well all the time 24/7. Like, so I think he'll slip into 5, maybe slip into 5 if he keeps playing at this rate against every team.
I think that's fair because like we just have to see how he plays against the Chargers. That's the massive test.
Big test
in a few weeks from now. But again, like I think he has more of a chance to win Comeback Player of the Year than anything, though.
Yes.
Like, we talked about this last week. It's a common misconception that a lot of people who win Comeback Player of the Year are coming back from injury. Sometimes it's usually because they had a really crappy season or two the previous years. And not at all this is a shot at Damar Hamlin. What he was able to do is, like, unbelievable.
No, it's legendary.
He had a heart attack, okay?
Bro had...
I'm pretty sure he did technically die. I don't want to spread misinformation.
Cardiac arrest, yes.
And came back the next season, laced up, and got on the field. Now, here's the thing. This is where people are like, oh, you're just mad. Oh, that's messed up. No, this is a fact. All right? As great as it is, Joe Flacco deserved it. I'm sorry. If you look at what he was able to do with the Browns, okay, he dragged them to the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know if Joe Flacco about to play too much this year out there.
No, he's 40 now.
They're gonna start Dylan Gabriel, and I don't think Dylan Gabriel's gonna be that good. And then they're gonna play. Hopefully, they play Shador.
But like again, this is not a shot at Damar Hamlin at all.
No, absolutely not.
The man literally he resurrected and got back on the field.
No, bro. He was definitely good to be into the conversation, but he didn't
have the stats.
He didn't have the stats to win. It was Flacco's time. I agree.
It was. But now, if Flacco didn't perform the way he did, then fine. I understand why you'd give it to him.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But yeah, like we can talk about it a little more because it's been a couple years. I could get hate for this, but I really don't care because it's just factual. I'm not really saying anything wrong. Damar Hamlin's not really the greatest of safeties in the NFL either.
No, he's not.
So that's why it's like I don't think he deserved it in that sense. If there's someone who's had a comeback year, all right, which he technically did, but you're actually putting up numbers. Now, yes, you're a safety. You don't really put up numbers, all right? But you could still see it through your past breakups, like how you play out on different coverages. You could explain that way better than me because you played on defense in high school and your freshman year of college. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So, but again, don't cancel me, okay? I'm just speaking based off
bro. He said crazy things
based off the stats. Damar Hamlin, what you did is incredible, all right? I just personally think Joe Flacco deserved it more. I don't know how we got on this topic.
Yeah, look, we're getting way off board. But next up, we got Caleb Williams taking off.
Yeah, Caleb Williams. We're going to make this really quick because he...
Where's my belt at? This is what he did to Dallas.
Wow,
Did not tell...
What Williams did Whoa. So he's one of those quarterbacks that are showing that sophomore slumps don't exist because he kind of struggled his freshman year.
Yeah, no, he did. That's what I was saying. It takes everybody a little bit to understand it, depending on the team that they're on too and the chemistry of it all. You got to be the top guy. You gotta get your flow. Once you find your flow, it's over. You're good.
No, he's gonna be a good quarterback.
He got drafted number 1 overall pick, bro. He wasn't he wasn't folding.
He's gonna be a solid quarterback in this league, and that game against Dallas really
He's going to be a really good quarterback in this league.
So I'm pretty excited to see what more he
The
can
throws
do.
he can make is ridiculous.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was hating on him. I didn't think he was gonna be good at all. But that's simply because I was just a hater.
I had confidence in him.
I
It
was
my
a
fantasy
hater.
team, but I had confidence in him.
I was a
He
hater.
better at before his ass would have got traded. Nah. But on to the next though. We're at the game that was on Monday night. The Lions versus the Ravens. What about that game, bro?
Game of the week for
Alright.
sure.
Great game.
Game of the week.
Until it got out of hand at the end, but
Dan Campbell, like I saw this meme where it was a South Park meme where one of the characters like was holding their nuts and they couldn't get through a door and they were saying that's Dan Campbell because his nuts are that big to constantly.
He has the balls of a giant.
He's
bro.
insane.
He's not scared of anything.
So the amount of he I think he what 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions yesterday.
Something like that. But his
went
team,
perfect.
but his team is too elite though to also not go on 4th downs for some of those things though. Like they have such an elite team. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown is a guaranteed walking first down.
Yeah.
Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery, we were talking about this earlier, probably one of the best running back duels in history, statistically wise and maybe overall wise. And you just have Jared Goff, who's like, he's a phenomenal quarterback, like a phenomenal quarterback. He just stays in the pocket. That's why he doesn't get looked at, and we talked about it earlier. He's a phenomenal quarterback. Jamison Williams starting to get in his bag. He's a deep ball threat. And then they got Sam Laporta. It's just like that team just has too many offensive weapons, not to say F it, and their defense is just as good.
Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson was all over the offensive line's ass for the Ravens. Like
so if
he
you're
got in
doing
that
all
back
that, and
every time.
I would trust my defense too and be like, F it, let's do it.
So what's something I noticed on the broadcast? Dan Campbell said he fully trusted either him or the defensive coordinator. I don't remember his name, but they said that they fully trusted Aiden Hutchinson to line up wherever he wanted to for the whole game, and clearly it worked.
Bro, he's just that good. Bro.
Clearly it
he's
worked.
just that good.
He was giving the
Bro
Ravens
broke his
line
leg last year and
hell.
he could win comeback player of the year, bro.
You know what?
too.
That's actually true. He has a
because
good chance.
bro broke his leg last year and is coming back on a
When
burner.
did he get hurt?
He got hurt
So that you see,
like,
this is where that talk.
mid-season, but he broke his leg, son. Like that might get he deserves to be in that conversation.
Okay, so he deserves to be in the conversation, but we have to see how the rest of the season unfolds now.
No, I agree, but respectfully,
But I
right
definitely
now,
agree with
bro
you.
definitely has 2 sacks, 1 assist, four combined tackles, and he has a forced fumble in the year.
Yeah, and that was
Right.
against Lamar. Not Lamar. That was against Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, yeah. So he's already off to a really good start. If he gets honestly 8 to 10 sacks, he might mess around and be in that conversation pretty high.
Yeah.
So
He's always in the talk of being like an All-Pro or Defensive Player of the
yeah,
Year.
because
So
his
he's
potential
having a
is through
great
the
year.
roof. He's just that legit. He just has to get the stats to start coming through. But
So
yeah,
what year is this for him?
well, he's 25, so
Year 3
and
maybe?
probably year. He got drafted 2022, so
This is year 3 then.
5.
Year 5?
5, I think.
2020.
Oh, wait, no. I'm bugging. But this is year 4. Year 4.
Okay, year 4. All right.
22, 23, 24, 25. Yep, year 4.
So I never really thought about that because, yeah, he does have a chance to win Comeback Player of the Year. Who was the last? Well, DeMar Hamlin would have been the last one.
The last defensive comeback player of the year.
Yeah, who's the last defensive Comeback Player of the
I'm
Year?
about to look it up right now.
Let's see. But no, just to like piggyback off of that, I think it could be like if they continue the path that they're going for the rest of the season, it'll be like between Daniel Jones and Aiden Hutchinson for sure.
Oh,
Those two are
definitely.
balling. Those two are balling out. I don't know how I didn't think about Aiden Hutchinson. He could actually get it, but it also depends on when he got hurt. Like you said, around mid-season.
Who won it last year? I thought you said last year AP comeback player of the year was Joe Flacco.
No, that was
No,
a
it was
couple
Joe
years ago.
Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow was last year.
The last person,
Flacco was the year before.
the last person on defense to win it was Eric Berry in 2015 for Kansas City when he came back from cancer.
Okay.
That's valid.
Okay. Damn.
And then after that, the last person after that was 2007. God damn. Greg Ellis from the Cowboys, after the Cowboys. But, yeah, good God, man. Jeez. Yeah, defensive players don't really win this.
Came back from cancer. Now I'm thinking about how Alex Smith won it, and he didn't really do that good, but he almost lost his leg. You know what? I'm kind of retracting my statement about DeMar Hamlin. I still think Joe Flacco deserved it, though.
No, absolutely. But, all right. So we're on to the next topic, honestly. And the next topic is NBA news.
Yeah, so we weren't expecting to get any news for another, 2 to 3 weeks maybe?
Yeah, but this is already kind of crazy.
Yeah, Fred VanVleet of the Houston Rockets, guard. He's a guard for them. Was he like 35?
34, 35.
Something like that. He's in his 30s. Tore his ACL. That's gonna be rough for Houston. He's a really good.
He's their top guard, and he's their top guy. At the end of the day, he's the guy that does everything. So
it's a really young team. They finished second in the West. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Something like
they
that.
Finished top 5 in the
West.
West.
Really dangerous team, and now they got Kevin Durant too.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a struggle for them that they don't have like their main contributor.
They just don't have the main point guard, and the point guard is one of the most important positions.
So that's something that they're probably gonna have to look at in free agency to like replenish that role.
Well, they have a men, and a men is a point guard technically.
Well, a men could play like all 5 positions technically. Like a men could defend all 5 positions.
Oh no. Correction, sorry. A Sawyer can guard all 5.
So a men's athletic.
A men is the one on the Rockets that could score willingly. He's like a Sawyer is the lockdown defender apparently that got his ankle snapped by our man JB and got sent home.
I get confused. They are identical. So.
Yeah, they are identical twins. But hey, we're praying for Fred VanVleet though. Hopefully he gets speedy recovery for the next season. At the end of the day, or maybe who knows? Maybe he might come back in for the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's pretty early, so you never know. And speaking of JB, gotta talk a little bit about our New York Knicks, man, our Knickerbockers.
Yeah, so some news that we found out, separate time. You confirmed it for me. This isn't really that big of a deal. Josh Hart has to wear a finger splint for the entire season because he aggravated the finger that he got surgery on.
Yeah.
Now I don't see this as really that big of a deal because
he is who he is. Respectfully,
it's not like he's entirely a shooter.
He wasn't. He has the jump shot. He just has to get used to wearing the finger split. I think when he gets comfortable in his jump shot, I think the finger really messed him up with his shot. Yeah. But it didn't mess him up with the rest of his game in terms of getting rebounds and all that kind of stuff. That's just who he is.
Yeah, I don't really see this as being like a massive
It just will mess up his jump shot. But respectfully, with the kind of depth right now that we have and stuff, I don't think it would be such a major impact. No. I think we're going to be perfectly fine. And I think Jay Hart's going to be certainly isolated. And at the end of the day, I mean, I just see something in this Knicks team. I think that we have something that we haven't had in a long time. Depth.
Yeah, no,
I think we have depth.
The Knicks, we talked about this too. I'm not saying they have I'm not saying if they lose it, it's a bust. But if they don't make it to the finals, I think it's a bust. Look at the star players in the East. Top 3 you'd think of. In my opinion, because I'm very biased, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, unfortunately, is true because in the playoffs he's a dog, and Jason Tatum. Tyrese, Achilles, okay. Tatum, Achilles, or ACL.
I think Achilles. Yeah, Achilles.
They're both out for the season. The East is wide open, and it's as wide open as it's been in a long time.
The teams that we're going to have to take care of. We have to get them out of there in order to go to the finals. And I will say it has to be the Cavs because the Cavs. But my thing about the Cavs is they always play great in the regular season. I always tell people that, but in the postseason, they're not the same team.
Yeah, look how they played against the Pacers in round 1?
Yep, I told people that. And they're just not the same team. Giannis, I am low-key not nervous about, but I am like, we got to lock in because he's going to come back on a burner this year. Because respectfully,
he's mad.
He's pissed. And you never want to mess with a pissed Giannis because respectfully, that could be a 50 and 20 game with like 10 blocks. It could be really scary. It could be some Victor Wembanyama numbers before Victor Wembanyama. And, listen, that's dangerous. I think otherwise than that, though, I think, the Sixers.
I'm not worried about the Sixers.
Not really worried about the Sixers.
Joel Embiid directly admitted that he can't play back-to-backs. And so.
Yeah, he's just not the same anymore, bro. He's not the same. And I think we have a Joel Embiid stopper anyway on our team in Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, and all they really have right now is a young or 2 young guards in Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. Granted, they're going to have the Sixers are going to have a rough season, but you get a solid piece around those. You build around those 2, you got a good team again.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have a good play. They're gonna have a playoff team, but I don't see them moving past in the playoffs. Now, the other team that we got to look after, and this is a team that's been on our ass since the day he took a bow on the effing logo. And that is Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Because you know they always come to bite us in the ass, bro. And they got Porzingis now, and that's another dude that always wants to come and bite us in the ass. We just got to hone down on them, bro, and we just finally got to go kick their ass. How about that? I say we go and punch them in the mouth before they try to act like they're actually good.
You can't forget about like the Magic too. They're still a young team up.
They're
and coming,
dogs,
and
Detroit too.
They're
Detroit.
Detroit too.
Detroit was they were giving us a little bit of toughness, bro. They were giving us some toughness.
Now, in my opinion, like just based off the teams that we listed, I said that the East is wide open, but I'm still holding on to the fact that it is still do or die for the Knicks right now because of how open it is. All right, Jalen Brunson is arguably, if not the best guard, if not player in the Eastern Conference, especially when it comes to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he had four straight 40-point games.
JB has been something magical for us, and respectfully, a ring would top it off for him. And if he wins a ring, I think he goes down as one of the greatest Knicks already.
He's a top 3 Knick of all time.
He's a top 3 Knick. I maybe top 2. Like, just what he's done in the playoffs, bro, and it's just so unrealistic, bro. It's like he's given us hope. Think about it. Every year he's been with us, we've upgraded. Like, think about it. First year he was with us, won our first playoff series in a long time. Mm-hmm. But then we lost. Or we won our first playoff series in 2 years. Then we lost against the Heat. That's okay. Second year, did it again. Lost against who we lose to? The Pacers. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Third year, you bring us to the Eastern Conference Finals that we haven't seen. We weren't even thought of yet, Max, probably. Or we might have been, but we were really just babies. Really not even understanding what's going on, bro.
The 99-2000 season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we weren't even thought of yet. We weren't even conceived yet in our fathers. So, like, listen, like, it's just like what he's done for us personally and what all of them from Villanova.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt. Did he just say we weren't even conceived yet in our father?
In our fathers. From our fathers, I meant to say. We weren't even a cell yet, bro. Like, yo, by the time that was we weren't even a cell. We were still 3 years off, bro. Like, if we're being honest, like, yo, if we're really being honest, like, we were still 3 years off, son.
Oh my
like,
God, that's funny. Go ahead, my bad.
Nah, you're good. So don't make me laugh, bro. I'm trying to lock in, yo. Like, don't make me laugh. Chill out. What you doing, yo? Like, so, but nah, yeah. But JB though, listen. And honestly, the Karl-Anthony Towns trade, everybody thought it wasn't going to make us better. I think it made us a lot better. And
I had a feeling.
People call me crazy, and they were all like, oh, well, we're missing out on Devo. I miss Devo to death. But respectfully, to get a caliber of player like Karl-Anthony Towns to flourish on this offense, even though I miss Devo to death, bro, I just feel like
we can get him back.
I think we can get him back, too, but I don't think they're going to try to now.
No,
actually, I think
they will. I think
they're trying to trade our young players for him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still on the Timberwolves?
Look it up real quick. I don't want to touch anything and ruin this.
No,
we are 40 minutes in, and there has been no screw up, so I'm not touching this. If he's still in the Timberwolves,
they're gonna ask for a lot though, because they're gonna be D-heads about it. Yeah, he's still there, bro. If they get him back, this team could be crazy.
What the Knicks need is I would love.
They need shooting, bro.
So oh man,
bro, he could start, bro.
Devo needs to play bad for the Timberwolves if we
want
him back. He needs to play bad. I know, but this is.
You're talking about to the trade deadline, so he could get traded here.
Exactly. So I thought we would be able to like try to trade back.
I thought he was gonna be a Knick for a long time, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
That was one of the greatest 1 year stints,
bro. That broke my heart. That hurt my heart. Like that hurt my heart way more than Hartenstein, bro. Like,
yeah,
I love both of them so they had a place in my heart, and they still do, respectfully. And Hartenstein still does. I'm happy for him.
I'm not mad at Hartenstein for taking.
I'm not mad, bro. You got to make your bread. Every other Knicks fan, they're gonna like, oh, f you. Why would you do this?
No.
Bro, you got to make your bread, bro.
And I've been saying this since he signed with the Thunder. Okay, first of all, he's got a chip now, and he signed a new contract before that.
He's making.
Can't get mad at him.
He's making $90 million, and he just won a championship.
All right,
he's probably got an extra bonus because he won the chip.
Exactly. We're gonna offer him about $70 million, right?
Now, I think we would have won the chip though if he was on this team?
No, I think we could have made the finals though.
I think we win the chip with him only because if he comes off the bench and Mitchell Robinson and Cat are playing together and he has to come off the bench, I think that gives us the big that we didn't have last year.
So hear me out on this, okay? A lot of people were giving Hartenstein flack for the simple fact that, he left, all right? He was a free agent. He could do whatever the hell he wants.
He do whatever he wants.
I think, because he wanted to come back, nobody should blame Hartenstein. The blame should go on OG, all right? Look at the amount of money he took.
Yeah, no, bro. But here's the thing, though. You know what my thing is about that, though? And we could blame people with point fingers, but no, I agree. No. Listen, it was definitely OG's fault because he took a lot of money, but it's a wing league, bro.
It is a wing league.
So
4 years, $212 million.
Bro,
That's OD.
Bro, for a shutdown wing defender.
Yes,
bro.
I get it, but come on.
Like I told you, bro.
His agent. I hope he got a fat ass raise.
No. You know what it is with OG though. Now people can say this about OG. People say that, but that run that we had that year when we made it all the way there, and we thought we could beat the Pacers and stuff. Think about it. If OG didn't get hurt, bro.
Oh yeah, with his
this Celtics thing could have happened a lot sooner than we already did.
It really could have.
But here's my thing though. At the end of the day, with OG, he was just so critical to that team because respectfully, he gives us the dynamic flexibility to be able to do whatever we want defensively.
Bro, imagine he took 20. Because
here's the thing.
Look at it like this.
I love Hartenstein, but Hartenstein also don't play defense. I gotta say that, and I'd rather have Karl Anthony Towns who doesn't play defense, but can drop 30.
That's
40.
the thing. All right, we could have had both. Had OG taken a bit of a pay cut,
now,
and
as
Brunson,
much as I wanted both, and I just said that, I feel like they would have traded Mitch after that. They would have. I don't think they would have kept 3 bigs on the team for that. They would have traded Mitch for that.
You can't pull Hartenstein out of 4.
He's not fast enough, bro. He can't guard nobody. He would have been getting fried, and if that push shot don't work, it's over. So I just don't.
It's tough.
It's tough, but at the end of the day, I respectfully with OG. I'm not mad at that. People were mad at that. I'm not mad at that. You got to make your bread, and respectfully, when you're pretty much the best wing defender in the league, you got to get your bread.
Okay, but when you're one of the best players in the league, you got to make your bread. But he took a freaking $100 million pay cut.
He's the team captain. You knew he was gonna do that.
No, he got the C after he took the pay cut.
No, but he knew he was gonna be team captain before that though. Because respectfully, this man right here, he's a Knick for life. I don't care what people say. If he
king, that's my king.
That
Jesus, it's Jesus, okay, and Jalen Brunson.
I told my girl, I said, yo, I'm telling you, don't let me write the birth certificate on that child's certificate, bro. She's like, what are you gonna name him? I said, either Jalen Brunson. If it's a girl, you're not getting away from this. It's Jaylena Brunson or Carla Anthony Towns. If we would have chipped, or Carl. This kid is being named after a Knick if we win a championship. I promise you. I told her this. I said, this will be the greatest day of my life. My kids might be 1A. Like, I would tell them, let me tell you something, young blood, about the day when I thought the impossible happened. Because, bro, you know how long we've been going through this? It's been to the point where we had kids back then in high school telling us how bad we would never see a championship.
So check this out, because I don't know if you know this. I haven't been a Knicks fan my whole life, all right? I got into basketball in middle school. I joined at a low point.
I know.
I joined when they were the worst team in the league in 2017.
I think that's literally what brought us closer to in high school, because we literally just admitted to both understanding how sucky our team was.
Like, I don't know. I really could have chosen another team, but I was like, this team won, what was it, like 19 games? I'm going to choose them with a young Kristaps Porzingis, Joakim Noah, out of primed and hurt Derrick Rose. A young Alonzo Trier. Okay. Who else? Who else am I missing?
Alonzo Trier.
Kyle O'Quinn. This was what I remember.
God, that team was
I was so desperate that I made, I made Kyle O'Quinn an MVP in 2K17. That's how desperate I was.
You know how desperate I was, bro? I would go to the Knicks every single time I made my player, and I would try to win them a chip, and they were so bad that I would get to the finals, and I would always lose because I had no help. I would drop 79, 25 rebounds, 0 assists because they couldn't make a shot. Fucking 20 steals. And guess what? I'm still losing by goddamn 20 points. It's not enough, bro. What do I got to do? What do I got to do? What did I do?
Oh, my God.
What do I got to do?
Team.
All right,
that team was so bad, dude.
Oh, my God. But, hey, man, we're up now. We're up now, bro. We deserve this.
Oh,
we deserve this.
All right.
And hopefully our football teams will be there one day, too.
Let's move on. Oh shoot! I fixed my headset by accident. I can hear
Did you?
myself from both sides now.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
By the way, a little quick update. Young Waiku just got signed by the Giants. Let's go Asian kickers.
Oh my god, dude!
all right,
It's
next.
just drop him while you're at it.
Next. All right. Next we got our fantasy and betting lines. Do you want me to go first, Max? Why you
Yeah, go first
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm per usual unprepared for this segment.
Hey, it's okay. I'm locked in. Your boy locked in. All right, so this week we got basically our starters. It says to start Jordan Love this week. Start Caleb Williams this week. Obvious people to start. We also got to start. I would start Rome Odunze. Quentin Johnston has a really big chance. The Giants cornerbacks can't guard shit, so I would start him. Breece Hall, big week for him. I would start him. Trey Benson gonna get a lot of burn. I would start him. Tight ends Jake Ferguson and Hunter Henry. I would start. I personally think those are great pickups. Jaxson Dart is a little bit more to be determined. I think I would personally sit him for this week, and I would start him for the Saints game. I don't, but also too, I don't call it crazy if you start him because you never know. Sometimes a quarterback can come in and bring a spark that teams don't ever see because they don't know what they're gonna do. So maybe that might give him a few touchdowns. I don't know, but hey, we're pulling for him. We're praying that the Giants actually don't suck. And this week if you still have Russell Wilson on your team. Yo, cut him, please. Kyler Murray, sit him this week. Dak Prescott, please sit him this week. He's actually a piece of bookie butt. It says sit Jared Goff this week, but hey, listen, you don't ever sit Jared Goff. You understand me? Hey, listen, I would probably start Justin Herbert this week. And I would sit Aaron Rodgers this week just to be safe. But hey, that's most of my picks for the week. And now we got Max with our line.
All right, so we have. Let me double check when this game is. Okay, I think this looks right. We got Monday Night Football. I don't know. Do you know what this upcoming Monday Night Football is?
Ooh.
The New York Football Jets are visiting the Miami Dolphins.
The toilet bowl.
It's the toilet bowl.
Shitty butt bowl.
It is going to be fucking atrocious. So we. I'm looking at the line, and this is so bad.
Bro, remember the thing that Brendan sent us in the chat, bro, with the eyes crossed?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude.
Man, you got Tua Tungi Vailoa.
So the spread,
TTE boy.
First of all, the Dolphins are favored by 2.5 points.
How?
I think the Jets. First of all right, I got Jets money line on here.
Hey,
Okay?
listen, I'm taking the Jets all day.
Give me Jets money line.
The Dolphins suck that bad.
All right, I'm not
If
even
it's the
gonna.
Patriots, I don't care how bad they play, you're not winning. But that one, y'all are winning.
I'm not looking at the spread because that's gonna give me a headache to try and determine. All right, nope. No, I'm not gonna bother trying to cover any spread. I'll have Jets money line. Okay, I'll say that. Last time I said Tyreek Hill touchdown, not this time. I'll put down Garrett Wilson as a.
Y'all listen to this too, bro, because he's been off one multiple times. I think I feel
the
it
last
this
2
week.
weeks. I've been off. The last 2
I feel
weeks.
it this week. So
right?
take that.
Okay.
You might win some money, and if you do, subscribe.
Feeling ballsy. All right. So give me Breece Hall as first touchdown scorer. Okay. I got Jets money line. All right. This is for the clip. All right. Jets money line. Breece Hall as the first touchdown scorer. Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown scorer. And then just for some extra credit, total points, it's at 44.5. Pick the under on that, please. Pick the under. It is going to be one of the most boring Monday Night Football. Actually, no, wait. There's a chance it could be entertaining.
This is going to be high scoring, actually. I actually don't call it crazy to take the over. I think it's going to be pretty high scoring because both defenses aren't playing that great right now.
You know what? Yeah, I agree with Trey. Take the over on 44.5. Each team is going to score 30 points because there's going to be no such thing as defense.
Toilet bowl.
But the Jets are going to win this game. Jets money line. All right, Jets money line. All right, Breece Hall first touchdown scorer. Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown scorer. And over 44.5 points for the total score. That is my line prediction. Take as you please. I think it can happen.
Okay.
If I'm wrong about everything, I'm going to rip this. No, this is a Revis jersey. I'm going to draw a shirt.
Cheater jersey.
No. No. I'm going to draw a Jets jersey and rip the paper in half. That's what I'll do.
Put like Mark Sanchez on it.
That's my last name. I'm not going to get rid of it.
Sorry.
No. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Bert.
But oh my god. All right, so let's
Next
move
up,
on. Let's move on.
We got the therapy session, but honestly, you know,
We don't gotta talk about this.
I'm not even really enraged, honestly. The only thing I do want to say about the therapy session is that y'all gotta hear. So we have a group, right? A group chat.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the Jungle Kingdom, and me, our boy over here, Max, one of our closest friends, Darian, and the mystery man. All of our teams, our best friend Darian, he is a Texas fan. The mystery man is a Saints fan. Like we say, I'm a Giants fan, and he is a Jets fan. So combined this week, the mystery man sent us a text, and it's like everybody in the friend group this week combined 0-12 on the records this year. You know how miserable of a group chat that is? And my boy Darian literally said, well, fellas, guess what? I'm back with y'all. And we were all like, yeah, welcome to the club, brother. Like, bro, how is that you know how sad that is, bro?
There's like, maybe 5 teams that don't have a win? Okay, maybe
Yes.
6.
And
how do we win 4? There's 4 of us.
You know how depressing that is?
Oh, God. Well, listen, I've been dealing with this for a long time now.
Yeah,
and
I know. I've been dealing with this for a decent amount of time now.
I went through a large portion of elementary school, all of middle school, all of high school, and all of college now.
I'm sorry.
All right? Without a playoff appearance.
I'm sorry, buddy.
All right? It's without a playoff appearance. And in 2015, we went 10-6, and we still missed the playoffs.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Pain.
Okay. So
Next up, we got.
Yeah, we're gonna get over
That's
it for the therapy
Next
session.
up, we got trolls of the week. Number 1,
Mr.
I'm 3 for 3, baby. We got Russ, Mr. Wilson, Russ. Oh, it didn't work today. He did it, asshole. No, but yeah, we got Russ. We got Russ, man, and you know, he threw four straight. Can we please put that on a short, please? The videos of him throwing 4 straight incompletions.
And you're gonna see it right here. How can I do this? Can I put it above? Can I put it to the left? Can I put it right? Now you're gonna see it right.
You just cover the whole screen and then add the dialogue.
Well, I don't know. You're gonna see the interceptions.
You're gonna see a lot of raw things. Like we do a lot of raw editing. Like we're literally gonna talk about how we're gonna edit these videos as we talk. It's okay though.
So what do you? What 4 interceptions he has? You said
3.
Damn.
He has 3 interceptions. Yes, 3 interceptions on the year and 1 fumble.
Fumble. All right.
But he has like 5 touchdowns. No, correction. Sorry. He has all the touchdowns he scored were last week. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, he's Bookie Butt.
So the next troll of the week, I'll touch on this.
Yeah.
The Jets defense. Now, the Jets had a blocked kick that would have allowed the Buccaneers to take the lead late in the 4th quarter, and I forgot who. I think it was Quincy.
Who that blocked the kick?
Yeah.
It was on Will. Will McDonald.
Will McDonald the 4th. Okay.
The 4th.
Will McDonald the 4th.
I
Blocked it,
mother-
picked it up, took it for a score, kicked the PAT. Thank you, Nick Folk. We're up by 1 point. 1 point. There's like a minute left in the game. What does the defense have to do? Just stop them. It took 3 plays for the Buccaneers to drive down the field and get in field goal position. 3 plays.
Bro,
That's it.
Nah, the Bucks are nice though. Baker Mayfield like that.
All right, and I'm just gonna leave it at
And
that.
then for the last one, we got
Jerry's World.
Jerry Jones,
Jerry's
baby.
World.
And this is not just a troll of the week for this week. This is a troll week for this upcoming week because the way his team is
This
about
is
to
the
get
troll of
belt
the year.
to ass,
This is the troll of the
the
year.
way Micah's about to put a belt to that ass. Oh my God.
Micah's coming for. I wouldn't be surprised
Yo.
if Micah had 2+
Yo,
sacks.
if they lose 40-0, I'm going to laugh my ass off. And I'm going to post that every Cowboys fan and say, what happened?
So here's what I think is going to happen. I could see it being a very close game, and Micah closes the game.
No,
out.
I see this being a very heavy-hitting loss for the Cowboys.
I think it's going to be
Well, the Cowboys' defense is already awful, and their offense, they have no star wide receiver.
I think it's going to be a close game, and Micah's going to close
George
the game
Pickens
out.
sucks,
I really
so.
do see that. I really see it, and I feel like
see
that'd
George
be even
Pickens sacking
worse.
him. I mean, I see Micah Parsons sacking Dak a couple times, helping him up, and then looking up to look at Jerry and be like,
Jerry's World.
think this shit's still sweet, Jerry?
Oh, my God. Now, it's in Dallas, right?
Who knows? But Jerry probably paid
think
somebody
it
to
is
get
in
that in
Dallas.
Dallas. But all I'm saying is, hey, Jerry, you know the offer's still on the table, buddy. We got James Hudson, just locked in
Oh
here.
my God, we're doing this
offer's
again.
still on the table, baby. Just give me 2 first-round picks, and honestly, I don't even want nobody on your team. Your team's
Bro,
ass.
how do you go from one
give me-
first round pick to
just
two?
give me two
He's
first-
not giving
bro,
up two
bro, bro,
first round
yo,
picks.
yo,
No, I
shut
have to intervene
Shut
this
up.
time
Let
because
me
that's
go.
not happening.
Let me
dude.
go. Just give me 2 first round picks and Kenny Clark. And I promise you, bro, that's it. Kenny Clark's not even that good. He's old. I just want him to play next to Dexter Lawrence because he's not even going to do anything. So just give me 2 first round picks. Unless you want to do 3, then that's like really like,
Bro, it's
I
not
don't even
happening
need that much. But like, there you go. All right, we're on to the next man because because Max is on my dick.
You calling me a hater?
Yeah.
Bro, no. You're saying 3 first round picks. All right, let me stop.
You just don't want to see James Huxley succeed. He's a franchise tackle.
Roll the clip from what, 2 weeks ago and last week.
What up, roll that clip?
All right. Now, really quick before we move on, Green Bay's at Dallas. Do you think Micah's gonna get a standing ovation?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No.
Because he didn't deserve to get traded.
I think
Just like how Luka got a standing ovation.
Jerry's
It's
gonna.
the same situation.
They're gonna find a way to boo Jerry Jones.
Yes, it's the same, bro. The same
Yes,
situation
actually,
with Micah
yes.
is the
No,
same
it
situation with
is.
Luka.
It is.
They both got traded and they never wanted to leave. They were comfortable
my
there.
gosh.
But they didn't get paid. So
Oh
that's
my
their fault.
gosh.
But now we are on to the mystery man of the week saying, and respectfully, I got something that nobody's got.
Go ahead. I don't have one this week.
So the mystery man of the week texted me and Max over here, and he said to me, and I quote, I told Max this earlier, Magic Johnson can wrap up better than my team.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it. No, you gotta say it. You gotta say it, dude.
Say what?
You gotta finish it. It didn't catch it. You gotta say it. You say it with a straight face. Look at me with a straight face and say it, okay? Go ahead and say it with a straight face. Go ahead. Come on.
I told Max this earlier. Magic Johnson can rap. Magic Johnson can rap up better than my defense. Cause the Saints are ass. Don't worry though, my team's boogie butt, man. So it's all good. It's all good.
We're 0-9. The three of us are 0-9.
Man.
It's okay,
0-9,
buddy.
and adding Darian to it, we're 0-12.
12.
Baby. But apparently the Texans have an easier schedule coming up, which is crazy. Me and Jaden's schedule is still pretty sad and devastating. It makes me want to actually drink some bleach. But hey, it's okay. Like I actually sent him something about me wanting to drink some bleach. But hey, it's all good.
All right.
He said, but apparently this man was drinking and.
Who, Darian?
No, the mystery man.
Oh.
He was drinking. I don't know where he's at.
Is that Henny? Hold up.
Yes.
That's not him.
Bro, that is him. He said he only drinks when he's sad or depressed or for a special occasion.
Oh my God.
Bro, I said that's some dark liquor. You good, buddy?
Bro,
Say you need a hug? He said, nah, I just need a snack in my bed.
He poured the yak. That's what that is. That cognac.
And I sent him a image about me just putting my head down, being upset. He says I too enjoy pain. So hey man, that's the mystery man of the week this week, man.
my
That's
gosh.
good stuff. Good stuff. All right, now we're on to our last topic, which is it fit / not it.
Yeah, this one's gonna be interesting.
Well, yeah.
Again, for the sake that I don't lose this recording because we are almost done.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say them, but I'm gonna start from the bottom all the way to the top because we get into decent conversations. Jonathan Taylor will be the offensive player of the year.
Yeah.
You think so?
Look at his numbers.
I kind of agree. I'm not gonna lie, he's been playing ridiculously amazing, and that also helps Daniel Jones too when you have an elite running back like that. And I've always thought he's been an elite running back that has just been a little injury prone. Now this year he's kind of.
That's one of those takes where it's not really a hot take. It's more of a cold take. He's definitely up there in the conversation, but like if he keeps this up, it's happening.
I agree.
For sure.
Derrick Henry isn't the same.
Yeah, no, 3 fumbles in 3 weeks. That is not good.
It's not, but. Bro's still around the ball. Bro's still like scoring. I mean, he's still scoring and getting good yards. It's just
that's true.
The ball carrying percentage is not good anymore as we're seeing right now. But it might just also be a mental thing. It could get changed up real quick. I wouldn't worry about it if I was Ravens fans. I would just take this one. It was all those punches though were great punches though. Like you gotta understand, nobody's ever done that to him. So he's probably a little in awe right now. Like how's this happening? But he'll be okay.
Hutchinson's punch was
amazing.
Like he was all up on Lamar and chased him back.
I don't even think Derek understood how long his monkey arms could reach over to hit him in the ball like that. But yeah, but we're on to the next one. The Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs.
This is tough. So I could see them going on a bit of a win streak and sneak into the wild card spot.
All right. Well, let's just check the Chiefs' schedule real quick.
Because I always say you can't count out Kermit the Frog, dude. Okay.
You can't count on Kermit, guys. You gotta have confidence. He said, "Let's go." Nah, but
What's their schedule?
Let's see here. Ooh, damn. All right, they go against the Ravens, then they go against the Jaguars, then they go against the Lions. Damn. Then they go against the Raiders. Okay, that's a dub. I see 2 dubs, 2 for 2 right now. And then they go against the Commanders. I can see them losing that. Then they go against the Bills. Oh my God. Then
They do good against the Bills. Oh no, not in the regular season.
Not in the regular season. Then they go against the Broncos. I can see the Broncos low-key beating them. The Colts, I think they lose to the Colts. I mean, I think they beat the Colts. The Cowboys, they're gonna beat them. The Texans, they're going to beat them. The Chargers, they're going to get their ass whooped to the Chargers again. The Titans, they're going to beat them. And the Broncos, they're going to split with the Broncos. And then they're going to beat the Raiders, sweep the Raiders.
They're going to
they're going to be a wild card. If they're not a wild card, they're going to be an underrated team, underrated wild card team that might just barely miss it. But yeah, they're going to barely get there just because their schedules are always light, which makes no sense. But it is what it is. They should have our schedule. Let's switch. But yeah, next up, we for the last but not least one, definitely. If that's not it, Jaxson Dart should not be starting. I think that's a not it.
Okay, now as in for this week, nah, yeah, he should be starting this week.
I think that's not it in terms of he should be starting for this week. Yes, I
So
agree. Should he be starting now in general? I don't think so. I don't think they should have. My personal opinion is, like I said earlier, like, I want him to start just because of how bad he's playing, and we're already 0-3 and people think the season's over. You might as well give him a chance, see if he can flip things around. But I just don't think – I think Russ is who he is at this point, and it's not like he's just normally been doing stuff. It's just he's been doing this for the last few years.
Yeah.
And it's like you eventually enough is enough, and we're not going to maintain this. You're on a 1-year deal, respectfully. If you're going to play like that, come mentor our guy. You got your money already. Come mentor him, and then just stick with us as he learns and processes, because that's what Jameis is going to do. I know that's what Jameis is going to do.
Yeah, so this is where we disagree. Now, we agree in the sense that Dart should be starting, like, right now after what Russ just did.
Yeah, after 0-3, yeah.
So, now, I understand your perspective. My perspective is I just see it as if Dart is going to struggle, they're going to throw in Russ right back in. I don't know. I just see it happening. It's almost like a gut feeling. But the conversation is right now.
Sadly, like I said, it's not just about a coaching decision. It's also about the owner decision, and the owner wants people to come to the games. And respectfully, you also got to think about the marketing.
No, I get that.
And that's why Jaxson Dart, honestly, he's never gonna get out, because no matter, even if he plays bad and he starts to like play decent, they're always going to want to see the young quarterback play compared to Russ. With their they're going to be like, I've seen enough. Giants fans will come into those stands to go watch Jaxson Dart play. They will not come to the stands to go watch Russell Wilson play football no more.
So I'll ask this question then. I'll pivot to another if it's not it. Here's a statement. Is Russell Wilson's career done?
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Russell Wilson.
It's sad, but
it's sad, but it's true. He's just not who he is no more. And it's not like he's an awful quarterback. It's just that when we need him in good play, and when we're going against good, well-schemed defenses, he can't get the job done. He doesn't know how to scheme. He doesn't know how to make the throws that are uncatchable for the defense but catchable for the offense. He can't do that no more. He just doesn't have the clutch gene no more. It's just, there's so many things that we need from a quarterback. And respectfully, if you're not going to come here to win, nobody wants you. It doesn't matter how decent you are.
If Dart actually performs well and Russ doesn't come back in, it's over. It's over.
It is indeed over. And honestly, people say they see him getting released. I don't see him getting released.
No.
Because the only way they would have released him is if Tommy DeVito was still on the team. But I don't see him getting released at the end of the day. I see him being there and helping and being a mentor. Because I think even though he's a little hurt by it, I think he's always been the guy that's going to be like, I'm going to make sure you're going to do good, though. Yeah. And that's why I say Jaxson Dart does not fail as bad as people think he does in the first couple games. And I think that's why he plays. I'm not saying he's going to go off for 5 touchdowns and 400 yards, but I say he's going to go on a decent. I think he can get us a couple touchdowns with his legs or with throwing power. I think he'll at least get average about 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's sad, but, the glory days are done. But that's.
It is. But it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's just how it goes.
He had a great career, and he's making $30 million this year. Respectfully, he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's living good. It don't matter whether he like it or not. He's living good. He could probably get a good Fox job or something like that. He'll get a commentating job. He'll be okay.
He'll be fine. But that's gonna be it for episode 3, week 3 of the Pink and Max podcast.
Thank you everybody for coming on the channel, subscribing, following, viewing. Please keep liking, subscribing, viewing all of this. It's great for us. It helps us. And then we're gonna put some polls out, let you guys get an idea. And I just wanted to say, shout out to a couple people. Shout out to Jit again. Jit's team is 9-0 right now, first time in program history at Post. And shout out to my boys at Post Football. They're 3-0.
3-0.
First time.
Where was that when you were there?
You know what I mean? But apparently they got some kids up there, bro. I don't know if they're going to be watching, but they got some kids that were supposed to go to, like, Penn State, Rutgers.
Okay.
They got some dogs up there. So, respectfully, I ain't going to lie. Shout out to those kids that, are taking the time out and that stuck it through to really, just progress, I'm happy that I was one of the people to try to help set the foundation for the team, but I'm more than overly proud that my boys are finally shining. That's what I'll leave at that.
I wish I could have as much pride as for Rutgers football. They lost against Iowa in a game they should have won against.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, go Post. Go Post.
Pick PU, baby.
Go Post University. But all right, guys, we'll see you next week.
Toodles.